Berg Arnold, and I am the music director for Into the Woods. I was very excited to music direct Into the Woods at Berg Arnold. It's been a show that I've always wanted to direct. I've always wanted to music direct a work by Stephen Sondheim, and I've loved Into the Woods for years, and so I just couldn't pass up this opportunity. One of the things that makes Stephen Sondheim's music and Into the Woods so challenging for the actors and the singers is that there's often not very much support for the vocal lines in the orchestration. The orchestration often is very flowy and it's beautiful, and it supports the singer, but not in a traditional way. Often with musicals, if you would take the vocalists out and just listen to the pit orchestra, you'd hear the melody, you'd hear all the themes, you'd know exactly what song you were listening to. But that's not often the case with Sondheim's music. I really like the way that Sondheim's music has a spontaneous feel to it. It fits the speaking patterns really well, especially in the first act with the fun storytelling aspects. I really like the way that, for instance, when people sing, "I wish to go to the festival," that's the same way that somebody would speak it. It's the same pattern, it really fits very well. It sounds like it's just happening in the moment, but really it's all planned out. A really good example with the song "A Very Nice Prince." The orchestration kind of just stays the same for the first half of the song, and it's just over and over and over again. So I mean, Cinderella and the baker's wife need to jump in and out of that, he's a very nice prince, and it's a very nice ball, and so you can see it's got kind of a very spontaneous quality to it, but it's all precisely timed out. So when you're listening to it, it'll sound very natural and very easy, but there's a lot of work that goes into that, and it takes a lot of skill. We've had a couple orchestra rehearsals so far. They've been going really well. We have a really great orchestra for this production, very full: violin, viola, cello, piano, synth, flute, clarinet, bassoon, trumpet, and percussion. So quite a lot of instruments, lots of diversity, and it'll be really great. Lots of different colors. Each instrument is kind of paired up with a certain character. They kind of introduce them, and every time they come on stage, every time the prince comes on stage or something happens with the prince, the trumpet plays a fanfare. Or, the bassoon is often paired with Milky White and Jack's mother. So, listen for those types of things. You'll see, the viola has some really great solos with Jack as well. So some instruments that aren't often featured in musicals have a lot of room in the spotlight in this production. In the second act, there's some really, really gorgeous music. I remember when I first got the score and was playing through it the first time, I was so excited. I made a pot of coffee and just sat down and played through the whole thing. And by the time I got to the second act and was playing through No One Is Alone, I was sitting here at the piano with tears welling up in my eyes. I mean, the music is just so gorgeous. If the story doesn't move you, the music will definitely move you in the second act.